to another episode of It's Those Guys Game Reviews. I am the one, the only, the original, Nick Silviano, and this is...
Connor Jagger.
Unfortunately, this is a clone of Connor Jagger. The original died while defending the Earth from a giant meteor attack. He will be missed.
On the bright side, at least we still have 7/8 of the planet.
But at least, you know, we have the whole, every jackass tendency just carried right over to him, so we're good. Today's game we're reviewing is none other than, so make sure I don't mess this up, PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale for the PlayStation 3. The answer to Super Smash Bros. From Nintendo. So yeah, when this game was first announced, you know, there was big controversy over it, you know, the rabid fanboys from both...
Controversy! Robble.
Stop that.
Well, that's what it was.
Stop, you're crowding over my points. Stop it. I'm trying to go somewhere here. So when the game was announced, you know, rabid fanboys from both sides of the fence, from Nintendo and PlayStation, like, Nintendo's like, you're just copying this because you have no original games. And then PS3 fanboys were all like, yeah, well, this is going to be the better game anyway, because it's on PlayStation, it's more mature, and this game wasn't even, Smash Bros. Wasn't even that original because it's based on another game called the Outfoxies. Yeah. And that went on for a few months. But now that the game...
That's how all disputes between gamers go.
That's how it sounds like in my mind. But anyway, the game finally did come out, and after playing it, I gotta say, it should have actually tried to be more like Smash Bros. PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale takes a cue from Super Smash Bros. By taking many of the characters from Sony's past lineup of games and have them battle out for supremacy.
Believe it or not, the game does have somewhat of a story. An unknown force is bringing warriors together. For what purpose, the reason is never really explained, but I guess they just needed a reason for all this to happen.
You know, I've been meaning to say this for a long time, but I swear, Raiden looks one of those guys from one of those futuristic Japanese animes. Yeah.
There are many battle options in the game. You can have up to 4 players, either battle out on a time limit or at a stock count.
For example, in a time match, a winner can either be declared by how many points a player ranks up by knockouts before the timer runs out, or if they can reach the set amount of points needed to win a match. Items and extra weapons can be set or turned off during matches.
Any way you set it up, the combat is pretty standard fare. You can perform various combos with the 3 hit button layouts as well, grab opponents and dodge attacks. Stringing together the right amount of attacks can lead to some very interesting looking and satisfying combos. Battles take place on the ever-changing stages that metamorph into classic backgrounds and stages from PlayStation games of the past.
The stages have various hazards, but nothing that would seem too dangerous. They seem to be just one giant safety net with no room for error. It's pretty impossible to fall off the stages or be knocked off. The only real way to block an opponent out and gain a point is to hit them with a super move. Super moves are built up by making successful attacks on your opponents.
You can store up to 3 levels of an attack. A successful connection with any attack level will be enough to KO an opponent. You can store up to 3 levels of the super attack. A level 3 super will be the most cinematic and powerful one, but since a level 1 will get to the same result, it just makes it seem as if the level 3 super moves are just for show and not a necessity for victory. Even though a level 3 can knock out multiple opponents at once, so can level 1. So it just makes it feel pointless and flat. Since there's no damage meter to speak of, this is the only way to get a knockout and a point towards your character. That's right, new Dante who somehow made his way into this game. Hang your head in shame, you suck!
The game also has a ranking system. As you play matches, your rank goes up. Ranking can help with unlocking special features such as new costumes and colors, as well as emblems, titles, and your own minions, which work as your own personal cheerleader in battle.
The game also features a good amount of customization. As mentioned before, you can progress in the game, you can unlock many customization features. This is a neat little aspect that can add a lot to the game. You can pick alternate costumes and colors, you can even pick and choose various intro and victory poses for each character, as well as what music plays during such time. And the game has, due to the story, or what passes the story, they have rival battles at the end, which is actually pretty cool. I think it's nice that they threw that in with voice acting. That was all well and good stuff, so that's interesting stuff to throw in there. And they use the voice actors from the game, so, you know, it's pretty decent.
Yeah. Although I gotta say, some of the characters in this game kind of brought up from the middle of nowhere.
That's the weirdest part. A lot of these characters are just like third-party characters that some really don't have that much to do with PlayStation at all. I mean, sure, some of these games end up on PlayStation, but I mean, it would have made more sense to have Solid Snake or Old Snake, either way, into this game because, well, he was a PlayStation, like, from Metal Gear Solid 4, it was PlayStation exclusive. Yet they include Raiden, which I guess would make sense from a gameplay standpoint, but he's not a PlayStation
All-Star.
Yeah, because he's going to whore himself out on both the PS3 and the Xbox 360 come the next Metal Gear Rising game. So,
plus, like, you got, like, there's what was that one guy's name? The skeleton guy? Sir Daniel. It's like, where the fuck did they pull him out of? Now he's from a series called Medieval.
I thought they forgot about him, but
like they said, they probably scraping the bottom of it. It was probably some like copyright claim.
And they have Kratos from God of War, and then Lady God of War from the Heavenly Sword series.
But there will be more characters to come in DLC.
Supposedly, I don't see any evidence that there being DLC for this, but I don't know. I heard they did take modes out to be added for DLC later, which basically means they lock the modes on there, and they're going to unlock them later for a price. I don't know how that goes. So, with that being said, I said the game does have potential, but there is a lot of stuff that they need to add to it to make it more interesting. Like I said before, it's like there's no real way to. There's only one way to actually win or lose, and it's just like it's kind of sad. I mean, they need to put more emphasis on this and make it more interesting. They have a good, solid series here that they can continue with. They just really need to work it out some more.
They need better characters.
It's a good start, and hopefully when there is the eventual sequel, which would probably be on like PS4 or whatever, it's definitely something that they could work with and make better. That being said, the score I'm going to have to give it as a C+. It has a way to go, but it could get there.
Yeah. It's not bad. It's not great, but hopefully whoever made this game will improve on it in the future. I give this game a churro. C.
Alright. We'll see you guys next time. It's been another episode of Hit Those Guys Game Reviews. See you around, and we'll try to work on a better clone.